What if I told you that a small coin sitting in your pocket right now could have hidden value, and you don't even realize it? Most people ignore coins like the Singapore 10 cents and 50 cents, thinking they're just spare change. But what if one of them is worth more than face value, or has a rare feature collectors are searching for? Today, we're diving into coins from Singapore, specifically the 1991 10 cents and the 1990 50 cents. These coins may look ordinary, but they carry. Have you ever ignored a small coin thinking it's worthless? Most people do. But what if that tiny coin in your hand actually has a story, history, and even hidden value? Today, we're taking a closer look at the 1991 Singapore 10 cents coin, a small coin that many people overlook, but collectors never ignore. This coin comes from Singapore, a country known for its strong economy, rich culture, and clean, modern cities. Back in 1991, Singapore was already growing fast, and its coins reflected the pride and identity of the nation. The 10 cents coin you're looking at is part of Singapore's first coin series, which was introduced in 1967. This was shortly after the country became independent. These coins were designed not just for everyday use, but also to represent the country's identity, culture, and progress. Let's start with the front side of the coin. Here, you'll find the national coat of arms. This design is full of meaning. There's a shield in the center supported by two animals, a lion and a tiger. The lion represents Singapore itself, while the tiger symbolizes its historical ties with Malaysia. Below the shield, you'll notice a banner with the words Majulah Singapura, which means Onward Singapore. This phrase reflects the nation's forward-thinking mindset and ambition. Now turn the coin over, and you'll see a floral design. This is one of the most attractive features of the coin. Singapore used different flowers on its coins to highlight its natural beauty and cultural heritage. Even though this is just a 10 cents coin, the level of detail in the flower design is impressive. It shows how much thought and care went into creating even the smallest denomination. In terms of size, the 1991 10 cents coin is quite small. It's lightweight and easy to carry, which is why it was used so frequently in daily transactions. The coin is made of copper nickel, giving it a silver-like appearance. Over time, however, many of these coins lose their shine due to circulation. Scratches, fatting, and wear are very common. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know, its value. The truth is, most 1991 Singapore 10 cents coins are not rare. Millions of them were produced and circulated widely. Because of this, their value in the market is usually the same as their face value, just 10 cents. So if you're expecting this coin to make you rich overnight, that's probably not going to happen. But don't lose interest just yet. There are certain factors that can increase the value of this coin. The first and most important factor is condition. Coins that are in excellent condition, meaning they have very few scratches, strong details, and a clean surface, are more attractive to collectors. These are often called uncirculated coins. A 1991 10 cents coin in uncirculated condition can sometimes be worth more than its face value, possibly up to $1 or slightly more depending on demand. Another important factor is mint errors. These are mistakes that happen during the production process. For example, a coin might be struck off-center, have double images, or show unusual marks. These errors are rare and collectors love them. If your coin has a noticeable error, it could be worth significantly more than a normal coin. So how do you check your coin? Start by looking closely at the details. Examine the edges, the design, and the overall appearance. Does anything look unusual? Is the design perfectly centered? Are there any strange marks or double lines? These small details can make a big difference. Even if your coin doesn't have any special features, it still has value in another way. It's a piece of history. The 1991 Singapore 10 cents coin represents a time when Singapore was rapidly developing and establishing itself as a global powerhouse. Holding this coin is like holding a small piece of that journey. Coin collecting is not just about money. It's about curiosity, discovery, and appreciation. Sometimes, the smallest coins can spark the biggest interest. So next time you see a 10-cent coin, don't ignore it. Take a closer look. Because you never know, what seems ordinary today might turn out to be something special tomorrow. And in the next part, we'll take a look at the 1990 Singapore 50-cent coin, another everyday coin with its own unique story and hidden potential. Now that we've explored the small but interesting 10-cent coin, it's time to move on to something a little bigger and a bit more noticeable. Let's talk about the 1990 Singapore 50-cent coin. This is the kind of coin many people have seen, used, or even ignored without realizing it carries history, design, and collector interest all in one. Just like the 10-cent coin, this one also comes from Singapore and belongs to the country's first coin series introduced in 1967. This series was created to reflect Singapore's identity after independence, and every coin in the set was designed with purpose. Let's begin with the front side of the coin. You'll immediately notice the national coat of arms. This is a powerful symbol. At the center is a shield featuring a crescent moon and 5 stars, representing a young nation on the rise in its core ideals: democracy, peace, progress, justice, and equality. Supporting the shield are 2 animals, a lion and a tiger. The lion represents Singapore, while the tiger connects the country to its historical roots in the region. Beneath them is the motto Majulah Singapura, which means Onward Singapore. It's a message of constant progress and determination. Now flip the coin, and this is where things really stand out. The reverse side features a beautiful flower, the Vanda Miss Joaquim. This is Singapore's national flower, and it's known for its strength and ability to bloom all year round. It's not just a decorative choice. It represents resilience, growth, and beauty. The detailed engraving of this flower gives the coin a premium look, even though it was made for everyday use. In terms of physical features, the 1990 50-cent coin is larger and heavier than the 10-cent coin. It's made of copper nickel, which gives it that silver color and durability. The edges of the coin are reeded, meaning they have small grooves running along the side. This not only adds to the design but also helps prevent counterfeiting. Because of its size and value, the 50-cent coin was widely used in transactions. From buying snacks to paying for small services, this coin was part of everyday life. As a result, most of these coins today show signs of wear, scratches, fading, and a dull surface. Now let's answer the big question: how much is it worth today? In most cases, the 1990 Singapore 50-cent coin is not rare. It was minted in large quantities and circulated heavily. Because of this, its market value is usually close to its face value, which is 50 cents. So for the average coin, you're not looking at a big payday. However, there are exceptions. Coins that are in excellent condition, almost like they just came out of the mint, can be worth more. Collectors are always looking for coins with sharp details, clean surfaces, and minimal damage. These are known as uncirculated coins, and they can sometimes sell for a few dollars depending on demand. Another factor that can increase value is mint errors. Just like with the 10-cent coin, mistakes during production can make a coin more valuable. This could include off-center strikes, double images, or unusual markings. These errors are rare, but if you find one, it could be worth significantly more than a regular coin. So what should you do if you have one of these coins? First, take a close look. Examine the design, check the edges, and look for anything unusual. Compare it with images online if needed. If your coin looks different from the standard version, it might be worth getting it checked by a collector or expert. But even if your coin turns out to be completely normal, it still holds value beyond money. It's a piece of Singapore's history. It represents a time when the country was building its identity and moving forward with confidence. Coins like this remind us that value isn't always about price. Sometimes it's about the story behind the object, the journey it represents, the hands it has passed through. So next time you come across a 50-cent coin, don't just spend it without thinking. Take a moment to look at it, appreciate the design, think about its history. Because in the world of coin collecting, even an ordinary coin can become extraordinary if you know what to look for.